Hello and welcome to Nolan School of Motoring. In this video tutorial we will be looking at the Agecroft test route from the Cheetham Hill Test Centre. Take your time at the beginning of the test, ease yourself into it. As you look ahead, you are now entering a 20 mph speed limit. The road ahead bears left. Just take your time as you go round this bend because it is quite sharp. As you look ahead, you are now entering traffic calming measures. It's really important to watch your road markings and traffic signs through this section. You can see your driving environment is quite dynamic. Drivers opening vehicle doors, pedestrians walking across the street. In these situations, drive at a speed that you feel most comfortable with. As the road opens up, then you can start thinking about making progress. Here you can see you're about to enter another traffic calming area. Also, your speed limit changes back up to 30 miles an hour. Check your signs and road markings to make sure you understand who has priority. We will be taking the next road on the left. On these types of streets, watch out for your meeting situations and clearance. At the end of the road we will be turning left. Watch out for the last parked vehicle on the left when turning left. Be very careful not to get too close. When joining a busy major road like this, take your time and make sure you check correctly before you move off. At the traffic lights we will be turning right. We're going to follow the traffic signs for Preston. You can see the traffic sign is sighted on the left hand side. If the traffic light system is on green on the approach, make sure you keep the speed down and don't look like you're going to go for it. Take your time, make sure you see a safe gap, and once you've committed to the junction, clear the junction when the traffic light sequence changes back to red. You can see the road ahead is clear. This is where you need to build your speed up now to the speed limit and make some progress. Long straight roads like this should be reasonably straightforward. Just watch out for your traffic light systems and make sure you know the difference between a pedestrian crossing system and a traffic light controlled junction. Looking ahead, we can see the road bears left. The traffic sign on our left is telling us to slow down, it's a sharp bend. Do not ignore these traffic signs. When you come to traffic light control junctions on a red light, this is your opportunity to calm down and not just look at the traffic light, but look at the road ahead and plan your drive. When we look at the road ahead, we can see a row of shops on the left. Usually when you see shops, you get lots of pedestrians and probably more pedestrian crossings. We are going to keep following the traffic signs for Preston. On the approach to this traffic control junction, look down at the road surface. Make sure you're in the correct lane for straight ahead. Now, before we moved off here, we could hear a siren in the background. So if you do hear sirens, don't panic. Check your mirrors and make sure you understand what the emergency vehicle wants to do and give way to them. Again, another long straight road, reasonably straightforward. Just keep looking well ahead for traffic signs and traffic light systems and plan your drive. Don't get complacent on these roads. Make sure you keep looking well ahead. Here we can see a set of traffic lights. We can see it's pedestrian because of the zigzag lines, and now we can see pedestrians stood there. In these situations, pedestrians could have pressed the button and the lights might change, so be ready to stop the vehicle safely. As we look ahead, we can see a row of traffic signs on the left. This is telling you that there is roadworks ahead and a traffic light system. Look out for the traffic sign that instructs you what to do. This traffic sign will be a rectangular shape with a red background. Now, as you look ahead, you can see a roundabout approaching. In these situations, it's really important to understand what is your exit road. We're still following the traffic signs for Preston, so that means it's 12 o'clock, which is straight ahead. You can see the flashing amber beacon. We know that this is a zebra crossing. Your workload is going to increase here due to the fact that you've got to watch out for pedestrians and also deal with the roundabout. The worst way to deal with these situations is to increase your speed and try and do things quickly. Slow down to a pace that suits you. Here we can see pedestrians pretty close to the zebra crossing and also lots of traffic coming from the right. Again, taking our time, looking to our right correctly, and then deciding when it's safe to go. When you've stopped at your traffic light on red, try not to daydream and just keep looking at the traffic light. Keep an eye on your mirrors. Make sure you understand what's around your vehicle, like aggressive drivers. At our next roundabout, we are still following the traffic signs for Preston. Now in this video, it's not terribly clear where Preston is on that sign, but it is to our right, which is the third exit, and it's a right turn. Again, just take your time on the roundabout. Here we stay on the inside, looking for our exit road, which is not this one. Stay on the inside. Keep it close to the curb. Indicate as you come off, but do not go into that left lane. Speed limit changes back up to 40 miles an hour. Keep your lane discipline, and then straight ahead. It's not really necessary to change lanes here, but if you do change lanes, just make sure you do it safely. The driver recognises that they didn't really need to change lanes, but they didn't panic and decided to move back into the left lane, and they did it safely. As you can see, it's a nice long straight stretch of road. Just keep an eye on your speed, checking that right door mirror for any overtaking vehicles. And like I said, it's reasonably straightforward. As we look ahead, we can see traffic signs above the lanes. We're going to stay in this left lane and follow the traffic signs for the A666. The next junction is a roundabout. You will need to move into the right-hand lane to make this right turn. Make sure you check your right door mirror and move across safely. As you can see, your speed limit now drops to 30 miles an hour. Try not to get too distracted when you're approaching busy junctions. Keep the speed down and give way from your right. Stay on the inside of the roundabout. Your road markings are telling you what lane to use. The A666. And use the road marking to your left. And this is your exit road. This stretch of road is reasonably straightforward. Remember, you're back into a 30 mile an hour speed limit. Watch your progress. At the next set of traffic lights, we will be turning right. This right turn can be quite challenging. It's an unusual junction. You do have to go quite far up to your turning point to make your right turn. It can be confusing. Watch your traffic lights. You can see the filter arrow is on. Now it's gone back to amber. You've committed to the junction. And make progress again. At this set of traffic lights, after the driver had stopped, they were in gear 1, applied their handbrake, and then took their foot off the clutch, and this is what caused the vehicle to lurch forward. In these situations, don't panic. Restart your vehicle and prepare to move off. As you can see, we have another roundabout to deal with. We will be going straight ahead, which is 12 o'clock. Take your time on the approach, slow it down so you get time to look to your right and make the correct decisions. Here the driver timed it nicely. Indicated to come off. And again started to build up their speed. The islands in the middle of the road are not designated crossings. You don't stop for pedestrians stood on the island. The only time you would stop is if the pedestrian actually walked out in front of your vehicle. At the next set of traffic lights, we will be making a right turn. Again, looking at your road markings and making sure you're in the correct lane on the approach. When making right turns on a steady green, you've got to give way to drivers from your 12 o'clock position. There is a video tutorial on my YouTube channel making right turns at traffic light control junctions. On this stretch of road, you're still in a 30 mph speed limit. There is quite a few road markings advising you to slow down. Remember, only get up to the speed limit if you feel it's safe to do so. Looking at the road ahead, we can see traffic calming measures. When you read the traffic signs, you will know clearly who has the right of way. When travelling over speed humps, it's good practice to drive at a speed sympathetic to your vehicle. Again, more traffic signs. making it clear who has right of way. At the next set of traffic lights we will be turning left. When your traffic light turns green, make sure you give way to any traffic coming from your right. At the next roundabout we will be going straight ahead, which is 12 o'clock. As you can see, the driver is travelling around 10 miles an hour on the approach. This is the perfect speed to give yourself time to look to the right at your roundabouts. Coming up to our exit road, indicating, making it clear which way we're going, checking the zebra crossing is clear, looking at the road ahead, and then making progress. As you can see on your left, there's roadworks ahead and queuing traffic. I've moved the clip up towards the traffic light system. As you can see, the traffic sign is making it clear where to wait. So again, just treat it like a normal set of traffic lights and wait for your green light. Look for the traffic signs with the white arrows to give you direction through the roadworks. Give way to buses moving off if it's safe to do so. You can clearly see your road markings directing you into the correct lane for straight ahead. Again, another traffic light system. The road markings directing you into the correct lane for straight ahead. When you move off from this set of traffic lights, if you look further ahead, you can see road markings directing you into the right-hand lane. Take your time and make sure you check correctly before you move into the right-hand lane. As you go through the lights, you can see shops to your right. Remember, this is going to be a more dynamic environment due to the fact that there's probably going to be more pedestrians in this area. At the next set of lights, we will be still going straight ahead. At this set of traffic lights, you can see the right-hand lane is for straight ahead only. This is why you need to check your road markings on the approach to traffic light control junctions. The road ahead bears right. Remember, you're still on the major road. It doesn't end. It just bears right. At the next set of traffic lights, we will be turning left and then immediately right. Be patient making this right turn. It can be slightly confusing. Drivers can block the junction. As you can see, this driver reversed back and allowed the driver to proceed with the right turn. We're now going to pull up on the left outside the Cheetham Hill Test Centre. This is where we started the test route. I hope you found this video useful, and please subscribe for more videos.